Hi everybody. So today I'm going to do an unboxing video of 3 beautiful Bibles. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then stay tuned. Hi everybody. So today I'm going to share with you a Bible unboxing because I haven't done one of these videos for a little while and I've kind of missed doing it. So these are some very beautiful Bibles, so I definitely want to do an unboxing on this one. Alright, so I've got my trusty blade here, so we'll go ahead and tear into this one. It's always fun getting new Bibles. I'm going to have to reposition to try not to hit the tripod as I open this. And I don't believe there's going to be anything in there that's got any information on it, so I'm just going to make sure. Alright. We'll go ahead and pull all of these out, and then we will take a look at what we've got here. Alright, and we'll go ahead and check these out. Okay, so we've got our 3 Bibles. We've got 2 R.L. Allens and 1 Cambridge. So I think we'll check out the Cambridge one first. Okay, I paused long enough to wash my hands because these are all really pretty, beautiful Bibles, and I don't think anything got on my hands from the box I took them out of, but I didn't want to chance it, so I washed my hands, and now we're going to go ahead and check these out. So again, we'll look at the NRSV one first. This one is the brown cowhide leather, and it is the edge-lined edition. So it does come in a clamshell box. I'll hold that right there so you can pause and read that top section if you'd like. There are the features. We've got an example of what the layout and the font's going to look like. There's some information about Cambridge, and one thing that I think is really neat is they are the oldest Bible publisher in the world, so I think that is awesome. There's the ISBN number. I do believe that this one is still available to purchase, so I'll put some links if I can find them down in the description box. And so we'll go ahead and tear into it. Now, none of these Bibles are brand new, but they're like new in excellent condition. And that already, I already like the looks of that. That is pretty. Okay, we do have some little sheets here. We'll check those out, see what those are. Okay, so we've got a warranty sheet, and then we've got a little card that talks about the edge-lined Bibles. So you could pause and read that right there if you'd like to. So again, clamshell box. And that is a really pretty cover on there. And I do have to do this. Have to do the sniff test, and it smells good. So on the front we've got Holy Bible, and that to me kind of looks almost like a copper color. That's really pretty. But it is perimeter stitched. You can see that this one, that the yapp was kind of maybe possibly being trained a little bit because it's slightly folded over that book block, so it does have a little bit of a yapp to it. It is perimeter stitched, and that is really, really soft. I really like the grain pattern on that. The spine, we've got Holy Bible, New Revised Standard Version, and Cambridge. And then this one does have raised hubs. I don't know if this is one of their first ones with raised hubs or not, because they used to just have tooling lines on there, but this one actually does have the raised hubs. And then you can actually feel the stiffener piece that they put in there. Got our head and tail bands, and you can kind of see that right there where you see the yellow, looks like maybe a yellow and brown head and tail band. And you can see that section's a little bit more flat, but then this leather is a little bit more curved. And that's because it's got a piece in here to stiffen that. So that I like. I like the curve on that. The gilding on here looks really nice. Again, it kind of looks almost like a copper color to me, but it looks really nice. Oh, and that liner is really nice. That liner's got a completely different grain pattern on it. It is stamped Cowhide leather cover. So look at the grain pattern on that versus the grain pattern on this. And you can see that it is a nice thick leather, but that is really super soft. This one is edge lined. And now that I've got that reflective box out of here, I'll turn on some more light. There we go. So the liner is tabbed up onto the block, so these first few pages will be stuck together. It's like we've got a few blank pages, a plain presentation page, which is kind of nice because then you can put whatever you want on this. And we've got our, we'll get to our title page. And this is Cambridge, so it's going to have really nice paper. And that does lay open. So that's nice. So this may have already had a break-in process done on it, that I'm not sure. Okay. So we'll look at this page here. And this one was printed and bound in Italy by L.E.G.O. And L.E.G.O does an amazing job. If you're familiar with Bibles, you're probably familiar with them. So we've got our contents page, abbreviations, we've got a to the reader, and then we get into the Old Testament. And I realized after washing my hands I forgot to put my watch back on. Okay, so then we've got, get right into Genesis. One thing that I already like is the way that the, instead of just having straight lines, there is little dots on there. So I'll get out my handy little pointer tool. There's no ink in it. Okay, so double column layout. It is not verse by verse, but I do really like the way they've done that. So I'll get you a close up so you can see it. And hopefully you can see that okay. So instead of having just a line, it's got the little dots. So I think that looks really nice. Since we're already up close, we'll look at the font. And I'm not sure what the font on this one is. It looks to be maybe about a 9. But very easy on the eyes. The print quality on this is really nice. Looks like we've got translation notes on the bottom. Even those references I can read perfect from where I'm sitting. And I would think that this one would be line matched. Looks like that page is. I would imagine being Cambridge, the whole thing probably is. But wow, that is really, really pretty. And I'm not sure how much of this one was red. It looks like on the corners of the pages. Looks like some of them might still be stuck just a hair. So yeah, so this one is definitely in like new because I can tell the way that those corners are that these sections have not been read. What a gorgeous Bible. I'm pretty confident that I'll have to read from this one tonight because this just, it looks and feels amazing. Okay, and I believe we've got 2 ribbons. Okay, we'll get those out, take a peek at them. Okay, so there are 2 ribbons, double-sided satin. They almost look like a deep burnt orange color. They're not quite red, but they're not quite orange. So those are really nice. I do like those. And this just feels really good, and this cover is super, super soft. That I did not expect. I believe this one is just going to be black letter because it didn't say anything about red on the box, and it does look like it is black letter. And sometimes I forget because I play with a lot of Bibles, so sometimes by the time one shows up, I kind of forget some of the features that it's got. So we do have a table of weights and measures. It does look like the New Testament page numbers do start over. So I just noticed that. We've got a glossary, and even that is super readable too. Really nice print quality. I mean, Cambridge does a fantastic job on Bibles. Then we've got the Bible maps. Looks like we've got 15 of them, and I really like the way that they do the colors. So the way that they do them, I'll get you zoomed in. Okay, so here it tells us black is for settlements, so like towns, cities, fortresses. Red is political, so nations, provinces, regions. Green is physical lands, like mountains and deserts. Blue is physical water, rivers, seas, etc. Purple is travel, so like any roads or routes. Orange is Jerusalem, and it says urban places, buildings, areas. So I really like the way that they do that. Their glossary is done really, really well. And those are on a thicker paper. Then we'll get back to the maps. Again, there was 15 of them. They're on a little bit glossier paper, but nice and clear, very readable. This is a beautiful Bible. This is really nice. It will have a sewn binding. So just a beautiful, beautiful edition. And so then there's our ISBN number on that. But wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. This cover is, that feels so nice and soft. Now, like if you had a leather jacket that felt like this, that's got a really nice feel to it. Plus, it smells really good. So I'll have to have Rowdy smell it after I stop filming. Okay, so we'll grab the next one. Okay, so we've got our second Bible, which is going to be in R.L. Allan. This one is the NRSV 1 Classic Reference Edition with Apocrypha in black Highland goatskin. So it comes in a 2-piece box. I do like how they have the little finger divots there, makes it easier to get the top off of the box. And R.L. Allans are always absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that is really, really nice. Now the cover on this one is going to be quite a bit, it feels quite a bit stiffer than that Cambridge. But that has a really neat looking grain pattern that's going this direction. That looks really neat. It does have a tool line all the way around the perimeter. Looks like we've got pretty generous yapp. So that is really neat. Yeah, that is a very nice, you can tell that this is a very strong, durable leather. It's not going to get scratched with my fingernails or anything. On the spine, and the spine actually looks really pretty flat. So we've got Holy Bible, New Revised Standard Version, and Allan. So the Allans just have the tool lines. I'm not sure why they don't do any raised hubs on their Bibles. Yeah, that is a really nice leather. Oh, and that is pretty. The nice blue liner. It is stamped Highland goatskin. We've got that gold gilt line. Corners and everything on there that people always look at when they're looking at a premium Bible. Look really nice. We've got Highland goatskin. Yeah, that is a very nice thick cover. This one is also edge lined. It's got that typical textured paper that Allan uses. Got a presentation page. We've got some family record pages, and this is already staying open right there. So that is really nice. So this is one that if you were given one like this to somebody as a gift, to be able to have this stuff filled out and everything and pass it down through the generations would just be awesome. You can see some stitching. It's a nice sewn binding. And this one is the one with the specs on it. This one does have the Apocrypha. So here is our copyright page. But those page edges just look awesome. We've got our contents page, abbreviations. Looks like we've got a note to the reader, and then we get into the Old Testament. So we've got a double column layout. So in this one here, we've got the little dots instead of a line, and I think that looks really nice. I like the looks of that. Got a very nice font. I'm not sure the size of the font on this one, but it does look really nice. Very easy to read from. We've got our translation type notes along the bottom. So that is really pretty. Now it is a little bit different how it is on here. The way that they've got that kind of like cut and split. I don't know that I've ever noticed that on an Allan before. Got some more stitching, so nice sewn binding, but those page edges look really, really nice. That I like. We'll take a peek at the ribbons. Trying to make sure I don't scratch anything. And these look like very nice long ribbons. So we'll get all three of those out. Yeah, I'd much rather have ribbons be extra long than short. Yeah, those are very long ribbons. So we've got 3 double-sided satin blue ribbons. So cut really well, but the length on these ribbons, look how long those ribbons are. So even if you pull that to the edge of the page, and I've got the other Bible in front of me, so I'm going to move that real quick. Okay, I got that other Bible out of the way. We'll go ahead and take a peek at this. So look how much length you have on that ribbon. I think everybody should do longer ribbons, because over the years, if they start to fray, at least you can recut that one, put a little bit of heat to it, and make sure that it's not going to continue to fray. So really nice on the ribbons. Again, that art gilding with the speckles on it looks awesome. I mean, that just is beautiful right there with the gilt line, the speckles, the feel of the paper. I mean, everything about it is just absolutely beautiful. This is, so we've got one of the apocryphal books, and I'm not sure if it's just in between the testaments. I didn't really look at the contents page to see how they were laid out. So we've got Maccabees there, and I believe this one looks like it is just black letter, but really nice print quality in this one. Very pretty. All right, we'll get back to the back of the Bible here. Looks like we've got a few pages of blank Bible paper, several of them. Then we've got our maps, and this is on a thicker Bible type paper, so this is really nice paper that these maps are on. And I like that they've got them separated so that you don't have any of these little towns or anything falling into the gutter, so I like that. These are really readable too. Got more stitching, so nicely done sewn binding. There's quite a few maps here. So it looks like we've got 9. So it says New Oxford Bible Maps, and then we've got the index to the Bible maps. And we've got lined notebook paper, so that is really nice. And it is a thicker paper too, so that is not the same as the Bible paper. It's more thick, so you're not going to have as much bleed through. Plus, I like the fact that it's got that smaller college rule too. So more stitching, but wow, absolutely gorgeous Bible. And this one says Allan First Edition by Charfleet. But that is really just a beautiful Bible. Those page edges are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so the third and final Bible will be the Allan NASB R1. So this one is the Reader's Reference Edition in black goatskin, and it is a silver line edition. And it looks like this box does not have those same little divots to be able to pull it off of there easier. You know, that is a nice goatskin. Their Bibles are always gorgeous. Now this one is a lot softer than the other one. So here is the one, you can see that's kind of stiff, where this one, you can see that one is a lot softer, a lot more pliable than this one here. Plus we've got a really different grain pattern on that one versus this one. I'll flip it the other way so you can see them side by side better. But yeah, that's got a really, really nice feel to it. So very nice grain pattern, very soft and smooth. We've got a tool line just inside that perimeter, and then another one on the outside. This one also, this one is going to be considered a full yapp. Really nice cover. On the spine we've got Holy Bible, New American Standard Bible, and Allan. And then again we've got just the tool lines. This one's not quite as flat as the other one, but the lettering is going to be in silver because this one is a silver line edition, so we're going to have silver gilding. Got the white head and tail bands, really pretty gilding. And that is a really pretty, like a deep dark blue liner. It is stamped goatskin. We've got the silver gilt line. Corners, everything on this one looks really pretty, super soft. That is just really pretty cover. I'm gonna try to get the camera just a hair further away so that you can see the whole Bible in the frame. There we go. Alright, so same blue type of paper. Those pages will be stuck together. And then we'll have, looks like we've got some stitching. A few more blank pages. We've got a presentation page, and it looks like we're also going to have family record pages. So this is definitely heirloom quality, something that you would fill all of this stuff out and pass this down through generations. And wow, look at how pretty that blue is. That just draws your eyes directly to it. Paper on this one feels amazing. Okay, so this one is printed in the Netherlands by Royal Jongbloed. It is going to be the 1995 edition of the NASB. And that's pretty much staying open for us. So again, these are not brand new, but they are like brand new. We'll get right in here and check out the Old Testament. Now this one, I believe that this has a 10-point font, and that is a very nice size of font. It is verse by verse. Now the NASB, I'll get you a close-up here. You're going to have the bold verse numbers wherever there would be in other translations like the KJV, where you would see a pilcrow marker. So that tells you when you're reading this one, that lets you know that's where a new paragraph would start. So really nice font. We've got our center column references. Those are very readable. The print quality is really nice. Decent space in the margins. Now I personally don't ever write in any of my premium Bibles because I never know if I might end up gifting it to somebody and I want to gift something that's not cluttered with my notes or anything like that. So I only have a few that I actually write in. And this just feels amazing. I'm going to get this kind of in the center so we can see how nice that art gilding looks. Get you a close-up of that. And against that gilt line there, that just looks really, really pretty. We'll take a look at the ribbons. which is a silver color. So double-sided satin. And these look like they're going to be not quite as long as the other one, but they are long enough to use. Yeah, some nice ribbons. You'll have 3 of those, so we'll get all 3 of those out. Trying to be careful to not scratch anything with my fingernails. Okay, so those are really nice ribbons. Cut really well. Pretty color. Yeah, that is really pretty. You can see that silver there. But then that blue is just absolutely gorgeous. I do believe this one is also a black letter. And it looks like it is. Really, really nice paper. That is just beautiful. Okay, we'll get back to the back of the Bible. And we'll have a concordance in this one. Okay, so we've got our concordance, 3-column. The print is done really well. So just an absolutely gorgeous Bible. This is definitely one where you would be petting your Bible. Really pretty. And we've got our maps. The paper that these maps are on is really nice. So it's like a really thick Bible paper is kind of what it feels like. But really, really nice. Everything's very clear. So 8 maps. And we've got notebook paper again in this one. And again, a thicker paper than the Bible paper, but nice college ruled, which is really nice. And it's, can't quite tell if that's just regular lines or the dots close to each other. Looks like it is just lines. My eyes are kind of playing tricks on me since I'm in such bright light. So, quite a few pages of notebook paper. So if this is one you were going to pass down as a family heirloom, it would be really neat to put family history information in there. And we've got a few more pages. And then this one here on the back, it is stamped Allan Binding by Royal Jongbloed. And the cover on this is just really, really nice. So a quick rundown. Okay, so again we've got the NRSV by Cambridge in a brown edge-lined cowhide. Absolutely beautiful on that one. The Allan NRSV with the speckled page edges. Another one absolutely beautiful. And then the NASB Silverline edition from Allan. All 3 of these are absolutely gorgeous. I'll definitely do visual tour videos on these. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great day.